Hello, my dear Geminis. Here we are with your regular bonus reading. So let me just quickly say here for the new people, I do two types of bonus readings. One is for the members only, so you actually have to become a member to watch those. I upload them every day. You can become a member by pressing the join button below the video. Now, the other one is for the two signs during the week with the most viewed videos during the week. So it's always you and some other sign. That's why here and there I do throw an extra bonus reading, but this is like the regular one for you. Now, if you need to reach out for personal reading, energy clearing, cord cutting, spells, or any other services that I offer plenty. You can there is an email in the description box, so feel free to use it, okay? And also if you want just to ask something, okay? So we have here number 15, and this is the goddess of earth and birth, so a little bit like, let's say, Queen of Pentacles, but we're going to see what this is all about. So I'm going to read the actual message, and then we're going to pull some tarot to see what's going on here. I'm also going to read the energy here. I straight away am 15 here. I'm pulled towards, like the 15 comes to 6, which 6 is matches the frequency of love. And definitely here there is something here with this. When I say love, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be universal love, which is one of the highest vibrational energies and definitely source of all creation here, okay? So we're going to see what they want to say here. 6 is also, like number of major arcana lovers, which represents you in tarot. So we're going to definitely see. 15, by the way, it's the devil. Now, devil is a Capricorn energy ruled by Saturn, and Queen of Pentacles, it's also Capricorn. So we're going to see what this is all about. Let me just first read the message here. And the actual message goes, trust your intuition, but first accept and admit your defaults to yourself. Only this way can your journey be prolific, rich, and unobscured by your ego. Well, that would explain the devil energy. Speaking here. Well, that would be ego. Okay, let's see what's going on. So definitely grounded energy here, understanding why we are doing what we are doing. Okay, usually you don't have a problem with that. So you're one of the signs that do think actually things through and even analyzes, sometimes even too much. So let's see what is going on here. Okay, what is this that you need to pay attention to here? Okay, here we go. What's going on for Gemini? No, it's a lot, sorry. It looks like a lot is going on. Okay, Gemini. Yeah, you see, some decisions here need to be made. Two of Pentacles. Some of you just can't bring yourself here to, make this decision. You do know that something needs to go, but, you just can't really, Anyway, some of you could be also, this ego thing could be like too proud to admit that maybe you have a little bit too much on your plate, okay? So, however it resonates here, but you can't do this forever. You see, it's very tiring, whatever this is. It needs to stop. You need to balance your energy. And it's interesting, 66, it's a master number because I was mentioning the sixes here, which represents harmony and balance. You see, this is out of balance, okay? Well, the Hierophant is here. Definitely here, this could have to do with, let's say, one thing can be the soul contract here, with whomever you have the soul contract. It doesn't have to be romance. It could be, though, it could be even marriage. It can be family here. It can be even some type of partnership here, okay? But there is something here. For some of you, it could be about even your calling here. Like you can't really bring yourself, to do what you were born to do here for whatever reason here, okay? Now, definitely here you can do something great with this Hierophant, but we need to make some right decisions and choices here. We do need to understand though why we are making them, okay? And if something needs to go, well, it needs to go, Maybe some of you just need to admit that, something wasn't really for you. Because the moment that you do, you're going to have the opportunity to do something that is really for you. Okay, I hope this makes sense. Well, the Death card is here. Scorpio here showing up. Death and rebirth. There you go. It looks like the moment that you decide that, okay, this is over. I can't do this anymore. Something better is going to show up for you. But the transformation is here. And it looks like at least some of you you need to go through with this transformation. Of course, this is a general reading. It's not going to be for everybody, but for those of you that resonate, here we are. Okay, now this could be also the way how we are handling things, the way how we are thinking, you see, that could be changing. Something traditional here needs to change, to go through some type of transformation here. Okay, it looks like the problem is here, you can't make, you know, like almost like bring yourself to do that, to go through with that. Probably you do know that that's necessary, but you know, let me just read once again this message, because let me see what's going on with this ego thing. It looks like there is a lot here, but somehow some of you are feeling stuck. You might really need to see what's going on there, you know, and to handle this. Yeah, trust your intuition, but first accept and admit your defaults to yourself. Only in this way can your journey be prolific, rich, and unobscured by your ego. Okay, so, well, you know what? That's that, you see. Some of you just need to, you know, see what's going on for what it is, and even yourself to admit, you know. And some of you, it's almost like by admitting that there is something here that you can't, you're going to be rewarded by something that you can, and it's going to be it for you. You know, I hope that this makes sense. If this is your reading, it probably will make sense here. Okay, let's see. So don't allow the ego here to, you know, because sometimes, you know, you are people that can multitask, definitely, and sometimes, you know, you're even used to doing that, you know, and you are the people around you are used to, you know, like seeing you do all these things, you know, having all these balls in the air. Okay, it's not that there is no shame if you are just admit that you are tired, that you just want to do one thing, you know, like at the time, or one thing that actually makes you happy, you see. And that's this Uranus in Gemini, okay, because it's like being very honest with yourself and really focusing on the things that matter. Okay, so let's see, not just trying to do, you know, like everything because you want to impress, or because, you know, just people are used to you doing everything. Well, there you go, cutting out whatever you need to. I'm telling you here, clearing sessions, core cutting, it's all going to be here, not only for your sign, for a lot of signs. Why? Because we need to gain this clarity, and we really need to clear the air, you know, like, and to clear everything around us, you know, so that we can focus on the things that matter. Okay, and get in alignment. So this Queen of Swords here, definitely it could represent some type of cord cutting or whatever, and definitely she can make the decision. I mean, I say she, it's a queen, it can be he, Libra energy here, fellow air sign, whatever, but this is about doing that, you see. Some of you are tired, you know, and you have been even mistreated or whatever, but somehow you're maybe even too proud to admit that, or you're too proud to, you know, like just even complain sometimes, you know. You should, you're entitled to. If something is wrong, you know, just say it, speak up, you know, and definitely get rid of whatever you need. There is a transformation here. Look at the butterflies here, but some of you, you know, you're also trying not to show cold-hearted, because sometimes, you know, like you do get accused of being that. It's not that. You're a really rational sign, so you are actually using your brains, you know, and making decisions based on some type of, you know, analytical thinking here. So sometimes that can seem a little bit cruel for the people, you know, that are, you know, looking this from a different perspective, but actually you are very fair. This Queen of Swords is always fair. You know, it might not be to somebody's liking, but it's fair. And for you, you need to do also what's fair towards you, you know, so make these decisions here. She has a head above the clouds, so she knows what's good for her. So it looks like you're called here to do that, you know. And if you need to admit that you can't do everything, you know, no shame in that, you see. So, and don't impress, you know, don't try to impress. You don't have anything to prove to anybody. Look at this, you have the Wheel of Fortune. It's your chance here to turn this in your favor, okay? But you're gonna have to drop some things, okay? It's time though, also, it's divine timing here. By the way, this is a Jupiter, you know. Jupiter is in Cancer the whole year. It has exited your sign. It's gonna, you know, like really force us to deal with some, you know, emotional stuff, but in a good way here. And for some of you, I just touched the, you know, like this situation here of you being accused maybe of, you know, being cold-hearted or whatever, you know. Well, it's not really about that, you see, but this is going to change, you know, and even your perception is going to change, but it's also going to bring, you know, like the change towards how the people are seeing you, okay. This can actually work beneficially for you, so it can benefit you, you know, but you will need to make this move. You see, it's really up to you. It's your moment here. This is the divine timing, but it's, you know, of course, your decision as always. You have 3 major arcana here. You have Sagittarius, which is your opposite, and then we have Taurus and Scorpio, which are the opposite. So it's almost like, you know, going towards the north node, going towards the destiny. Yeah, look at this. You have been waiting here for something for a long time. You have been stuck here. Okay, not anymore. I believe it's time to go. It's time to move. 7s are about reflection, and this one is looking like, he's looking like, okay, what have I done? So definitely reflect, okay, and they're about realignment. Well, you see, some of you, 6 of Cups, you might have a dream here, something, you know, and some of you, well, if it's not happening, you know, maybe we can refocus here, or maybe we can choose the new approach here, you see. No shame in that, you see, because if we keep insisting on doing the same old, well, the result, it's always going to be the same old, you see. But the thing is, you know, if you're flexible, if you're open to changes, if you're not, you know, like strong-headed here, like in a bad way, you know, sometimes it helps, but sometimes really doesn't. Well, if you're open to change, you can actually achieve this dream. Also, for some of you, there is something about your past here that really, maybe it's time to just, you know, let go here. And even some traditional stuff here also will probably need to go, you know. There is a lot of movement forward and ascension and literally leveling up, so I don't think that this stuck energy is gonna, you know, like be good for anybody much. Well, you see, if it needs to end, it needs to end. You're going to the next level here. You have the World card here, okay. The next one would be, this is the last of Major Arcana 21, then we have the 0, the Fool energy, taking the leap of faith. It's the new cycle. She's butt naked here, jumping out of this. But look at this, you know, it's almost a cord here. Something is still holding you back, okay. You need to really fight this one. Yeah. There is something here about this, you know, fulfilling your destiny here. Some of you have been stuck in some cycle that really wasn't for you. Yeah, that wasn't for you. Look at this. You have the 3 of Swords here. Well, my dear Gemini, it's time to let go of this. By the way, the 3 of Swords, except for the heartbreak, disappointment, also represents timing. Okay, and you have timing here, and you have been here for ages in this situation. Why? Just admit that something is not working for you, you know, and change it. You can choose differently here. You can drop. It doesn't matter, you know, traditional, not traditional. You have been there for ages or not. You know, it doesn't matter. As if it's not working, it's not working, you see. Okay, my dear gems. So, thank you for being here with me, for me, all these years, you know. I love you all. Take care. Bye.